Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we are bringing you, I think, probably one of the most requested videos in a while.
Yeah, man.
A gameplay of
Barbaric.
The funny thing is we'd finished filming the preview.
Yep.
Mailed on the game to the next content creator.
Yeah.
And then the number of people in the comment section that were like, hey, looks
So
interesting. If we want to invest in this, if we want to back this, we kind of want to see a gameplay.
Yep.
We're like, cool. So we reached back out to Hexa. We said, hey, totally your call, but if you want to send us back a copy, we'd be happy to get a gameplay onto the channel.
Yeah.
And show off everything to the audience.
Can you see these minis?
Yeah.
I mean, this is pre-production, but still.
It's pretty
Epic.
insane. And they actually have, just so you all know, they did one of those things that I always kind of advise companies not to do.
Mm-hmm.
They released their Kickstarter pledge with the full number, built around everything that they were giving you throughout the course of the campaign. So if you went there day one, you might want to swing back and look at what they've actually unlocked and given away as gifts and just expanded the game to throughout the course of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many more units, modular minis, full little expansion packs that have been added into the base box, including some really, really insanely exciting stuff coming on the very last day of the Kickstarter.
You're not supposed to tell secrets, Jesse.
I can't say what it is.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you should really go back and check this within the next few days, because I think there's 3 or 4 days left by the time we're recording this, and the last day of the Kickstarter is going to be insane. That being said, let's show this off. Now, we're going to give you an overview. One caveat here is that 2 players is maybe not the very best way to display it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We're going to see ourselves match up. It's going to be a little bit more of either a race or a straight skirmish.
Yes.
Whereas when you have more people, you have a little bit more of a scramble, because the idea behind Barbaric is that you're trying to do one of 2 things. Take down other opponents twice. You win off of that, you knock them out. Or distract the creature enough that you can grab the radiation pod here in the center, the chemical warfare stuff, and you can run it outside of the circle. Those are the 2 things.
Yep.
So we might either see
win.
us do a straight up skirmish, bashing each other, or we might see one of us try to divert a little bit, and it turns into a race game where we're both trying to pin for that middle.
Jesse, I know what strategy I go for.
Yeah, you go for straight beat in the face.
That's right. Beat in the face.
Until the pod is available, and then he runs it off the side of the board.
I mean, that might have happened once or twice,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
All right, you want to give an overview of what's happening here on the table, and then I will break down the lore, and we'll dive into this.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
So here on the table, we have our player character. So I'm playing Techno, who is a monkey, and he is attached to Megalodon, and the Megalodon is the gear. So we're going to have our player character as well as our gear, and that gives us 2 separate actions, which is very fun, very cool. The interesting part about this is your player character gives you a certain set of actions, and your gear gives you another set of actions. Which I think is what something that this game does a little differently than a lot of other.
They're all hyper modular.
Yeah, and you can switch them around, do whatever you want to do, and each board is different in some of the skills that are given to you in the card selection that's available. We also have our big boss guy, who's going to take monster actions throughout the game, and he has these little minions that work for him. We have the ability to save little survivors here, which you can either help them, or you could be like Jesse and kill them.
You can help them. You can always invest deeply in the loving raccoon community, and definitely not slaughter them for your own resources.
Yeah. You can also move throughout the board. There are train locations basically that will allow you to move to any other train location on the board. And every place has a particular resource. So if you're at that spot, you search, you can take the resource off from that. Or if there's a big question mark, that means that you're allowed to roll the dice and see what Lady Luck is going to give you today.
Yeah, the big puzzle of this game is actually going to be grabbing those resources to start with, to start building out the 2 units that you have from a set of instant actions and then cards that actually equip to your soldiers and allow you to start enhancing your abilities, utilizing those abilities to continue powering up until finally you've escalated the game to a point where you can just crush your opponent into oblivion.
And that is one of the unique things when you start using your skills throughout the game. You'll be able to play skill cards. And once you play these skill cards, when you use them as one of your standard actions, then you get to turn this dial. And each time you turn the dial, it enhances you in some way, whether it gives you more health, it gives you additional shield, or it could potentially give you more stamina so you can take another action without having to replenish every single turn.
So doing big fun things results in doing more
big fun things.
Big fun things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now tell us about the lore.
We've already been over the object of the game, which is to steal the pot or smash your opponents. The lore of this game. I'm a big fan of when you take any type of animalistic theme and start applying it into a world. And I think I described this, I forget exactly the text that I wrote, but I described this as something along the lines of like post-apocalyptic Redwall at one point. I already read the flavor text on camera, I believe, for the preview. So what I can say about this is humans have radiated the world. We have absolutely annihilated ourselves. We do not exist in this universe.
Yes.
What does exist is the animals who have slowly acquired intelligence, sentience, human-alike capacity, and the machines that we've left behind. These animals have started equipping, building, and customizing the machines that we've left. They've built some of their own, attaching different mods and units to the way that they function, and we are now racing to grab radiation, grab resource, continue enhancing our own population, and continue enhancing and consuming the existence of the world. I mean, humans don't exist here, but some fairly interesting sentient creatures do. Which is neat. This abomination, I have no idea what the lore is behind him.
He's scary.
He's just terrifying.
He's very, very
He's
terrifying.
like...
Look at his tail. It's like bashy starfish tail.
Yeah.
And this is basically a big giant whirlpool that this
he lives in.
This core is in.
He's sucked down into it. I assume the core has transformed him into what he is.
I would imagine.
That would be my guess.
You know, it's probably some very silent sea star.
Yeah.
That accidentally one day fell across an iguana. It's probably the Galapagos Islands is where they used to be. And now this is what iguanas will become.
Not against it. All right, shall we swing into this? Shall we get started?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Oh, another important note. We can't kill him.
Yeah.
He's just going to get more and more powerful and angry.
Yeah, it's better that we don't hit him.
Yeah.
But some people like hitting him.
Well, if you hit him, you're able to potentially direct him away from you.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I got hit back.
Badly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it worked well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are we thinking? You want to take the first action?
Sure. Let's have some fun. So we have pre-actions that we can do. Now you could actually spend some of your resources that you have to do some additional moves, things like removing 2 cooldown tokens, draw 2 cards, or you can perform a move action. Or you can do what we're going to do here in this particular situation.
You know I'm going to do it.
And I'm going to go ahead and play one of my cards.
Yeah.
And the question is, which one do I want to play? I'm going to play the Shark Rocket, which means I have to use one of my steel here
now,
and set that.
Whatever action he takes during this passive stage, I actually get to follow up with that action. Everywhere around the table would. Not only keeps you into the game, but allows you to, let's say they're moving, you can make sure they don't get too far away by expending some of your own resource. I'm going to be spending a resource to go ahead and set down a radar system.
You're just a follower, Jesse. That's really what it boils down to.
That is
really what it is?
True. I'm setting on a radar system. The radar system is going to let me pick up extra gear and items, which seems valuable.
It does seem quite valuable. The good news about my Shark Rocket is that it has unlimited range, but it attacks the nearest target. So
that's kind of cool, though.
It is very cool. It's actually very cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I was excited. I didn't see it until just now, and I was like, yeah,
I like that.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Fantastic. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. So I can choose to do, I only have 2 actions. I can do one from Teko's part, and I can do one from Megalodon's part. I like the idea of moving, so I'm going to go ahead and move, and that'll be my my gear action. And then I'm going to go ahead and search on this side. And
did we do an event card?
We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't.
You know why you got to do that?
Yeah.
Because the last time it kept us from doing any search actions.
It did. It was very rude. So here it's going to be raining, and all players must spend an additional stamina to perform a search action. It's like it just came true with with what you said.
With my prediction?
That was very unfortunate.
Okay, great.
So I'm not going to do my search action. I am just going to look really pretty. And
draw a card.
I will draw a card, though.
Yeah.
So now I have, at the end of my turn, I can flip over any energy or stamina that I used. Or if I didn't use any, in this particular case, I can draw an additional skill card.
Okay. All right. I am going to go ahead and spend this on my radar system. This is going to allow me to gain 1 resource and recover 1 shield. I don't need to recover any shields right now, but because I'm using that ability, I do actually get to swing my dial up a little bit, which is going to give me a potential shield of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and get 1 resource, and I think I'm going to go ahead and gather food back.
Probably smart.
And after that, I'm actually going to do the same thing as you. I don't really have a good utilization for the search action, so I'll refresh this token back, and I will go ahead and draw up a card.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, so now it becomes night, so we're going to do a night action, which is just on the opposite side of this card here. And it says that we have strong winds. All players move to adjacent unoccupied spaces immediately.
Adjacent unoccupied spaces immediately. I'm okay with that.
I'm less okay with that. That was not actually what I wanted to do.
Okay.
All right. Now it is your turn, sir.
All right. And I could take a passive action now.
You could,
which
yes.
you would have the opportunity to follow.
I would really appreciate you doing such a thing.
If I did. Question is, what do I potentially want to give you? I hate to say it, I'm going to take a passive action to actually expend oil.
To move?
And move.
I don't... Oh, man, that resource is so good, though. I really don't want to move. I'm going to stay.
Okay. I'm moving forward here.
Okay.
I then am going to be using this action to search that location where their survivors are. So
excellent.
Popping off the survivor token and gain me a survivor card.
Here you go.
What do we have? Discovered immigrants. You've encountered a tribe of indigenous cats that are evacuating. Unfortunately, some of their vehicles were damaged. I don't have the resources to assist them, so instead I will receive 1 damage to my shield and I will receive 2 steel.
And what exactly did you do to said immigrants?
I helped them fix their ruined machines. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I feel pretty good about that.
I feel like that's not really what happened.
I feel really good about that.
Yeah?
I then am going to go ahead and activate my radar system
again
to gain another resource, and I'm going to go ahead and gain myself a little bit of oil, and that recovers a shield for me.
And you move your dial.
And I move my dial. I like where this is going, Wes.
I really don't like
everything that's happening on the table right now.
I don't at all.
It's a shame I'm going to make you cry in public.
Unfortunately, I really want to play one of these cards, but I don't have what I really need to play one of these cards, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to play this card down here, which is going to allow me to do...
Scoot your board over a little bit if you need to.
Dive action, potentially. So you can follow if you so desire.
To play a card down?
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't.
I'm going to play a steel down, and I'm going to go ahead and establish Energy Blast, which seems equally as valuable.
I don't feel like it is. If
you can't tell, we both have our favorite sides of the boards.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and play my Shark Rocket, because the next thing that's going to happen is the monster turn after I'm over, and I don't want this guy to hit me. And my Shark Rocket, by doing so, is going to give me an extra thing, and I'm going to kill this guy, which will increase our monster's shield to 1, which is less good, but I do get to roll the dice because the wonderful mutant lizard minions did drop something for me, and it was a piece of food. So that was very good.
Okay.
I'm very happy about that. Now it is I do have the ability to search. So I'm going to go ahead and search with this guy and do that, and then I'm going to recover everything, and that is the end of my turn, and it now is the monster turn.
Okay.
So for the monster turn, grab a monster card.
I don't want to grab a monster card.
Yeah, they're usually not very good.
Ruthless Tail. Perform move to the player with the least damage, then attack all targets around. I am the closest, and we're equal with damage. The funny thing is this going to hurt his minions as well? Or no?
No, it just is going to attack you. Man. Yeah. So he's going to do 2 points of damage to you.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
Then that sets up his frenzy, so he's going to lose this token now. And now the monster gets an extra movement, so he could move 2 spaces. That's good for good for you.
Now the little ones are activated
and
too,
now,
right?
yep. So the little ones are going to attack, and both of them are going to attack you since you're right next to them.
My meatus is now broken, and my health is tipping down.
Ooh, that is less good for you.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is we're going to bring more minions on board. There's only 1 space to bring another minion on. Normally you do 2 because it's the number of players that we have. So 1 minion comes on board, and we are good to go.
Okay.
Okay. And now, it's
You lead
daytime.
the round.
It's daytime.
Yeah.
So here's our daytime action. Hibernating monsters. All players choose to get 1 resource. That's fabulous. So we can all grab just some resource that we want.
Fantastic. I love that. I love that.
I should really look at my cards.
I don't like that I left him in a spot to move that 1 towards me.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab an oil.
Don't love
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so
You're top of the round.
My turn. What am I gonna do? I feel like it's a good time to go ahead and do this movement action.
Oh, you're moving? You're not installing?
I'm gonna go ahead and move. So I'm
Alright.
just gonna move right over there.
I'm going to follow. I'm going to move as well. I've got a
Okay.
backup.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to, with my Megalodon action, I'm gonna go ahead and move again. Right
Okay.
there. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and search in this area, which gives me 2 rolls of this dice. So I get an oil and I get an oil. Look at that.
You're going to get hit.
I might. It's possible.
All right. It's on to me.
It is on to you. Yes, sir. Are you going to move?
I hate this.
You should move. I
I
feel
don't-
like you should
I don't like
definitely
this.
move.
That or I could just do an energy blast directly at the big guy and have him potentially activate,
You could.
which would be fun.
Yeah,
Because I think I can turn him around and have him go straight at you.
maybe.
Oh, but I can't. I'm at damage.
Yeah, you can't move.
Discard recovery to recover damage on shields. So how does that work?
Well, are you going to do... So technically, just so that you know, you can draw 2 cards if you get rid of a steal.
Yeah. All right. I will drop a steal.
Okay, so you're going to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards. You following me?
I wonder if I have to do your action, or could I play?
You got to
anything?
match, I believe.
I do think I have
Yeah.
to match. That's less good for me, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because the cards are valuable.
Okay. Now, the discard action here. Do I
Yeah.
need to discard 1 for each health moving up?
Yeah, up to 5.
Yeah. I don't love that, though. I always avoid using this. I always get this high enough that I can just continue healing.
Mm-hmm. But you usually also don't get hit by the boss and
Immediately.
both minions.
Immediately.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
It's less good for you.
I'm going to do a maintain action.
Okay.
I'm going to heal 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Back up to 0. Discarding
Ooh.
3 cards down to do that.
Whew. That's a lot of cards.
I'm then going to go ahead and do... Oh, man. Oh, I'm very, very disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a search action here,
Okay.
and I'll roll the die to see what I actually get. Come on, oil.
That is
A gear will
you
work.
get your gear back.
Gear
That's
will work.
good. It's good.
Okay, and I am gonna refresh both my dials.
All right. So now it's another event. Let's hope it's nothing scary. Where's the event? There it is. Rampage. The monster deals an additional +1 damage.
Great.
So when he attacks this evening, it's gonna be a bad day.
Lovely.
Yeah. It's your turn. Did you want to move? You could move if you wanted. Use that oil can.
Do you have an oil can?
No, definitely don't have 3
You
over
have so
here.
many oil cans.
I don't have any oil cans at all.
I am gonna move
Yes.
with an oil can
Fabulous.
right here.
Wonderful. I totally love it. I'm gonna move right here.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
It's totally great.
Then I can start taking my actions.
Yep.
I am going to go ahead and spend this here on Energy Blast. I deal 1 damage to all targets in range. I have a range of 2, but I can discard 1 resource to increase the damage by 1. I can't reach you.
You can't. But you can hit these little minions.
I can't reach you.
You should really hit the minions. Look at how many resources you could get.
I want to squish you so badly.
I know. You're so violent. So violent.
I'm gonna go
With
do
your
my. I'm gonna do my radar system.
I'm just minding my own business, grabbing things.
Yeah, doing my radar system. I'm gonna grab myself an oil because I need that specifically.
Yeah.
And here I'm going to go ahead and do search action, which will have me roll the dice.
Yeah.
For a can of food.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My turn?
There's no way you're escaping.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. There's no way you're getting out of here.
I'm going to go ahead and move. 1.
I see you going for it.
Uh-huh. And so now it's my turn again.
Oh, I will. I mean, I will follow suit.
I figured.
Yeah, I'm copying.
Okay.
Moving.
Oh, very nice. That's very nice.
I've got a perimeter.
Okay.
It's hard. It's going to be hard for you to escape.
It is going to be hard for me to escape.
I told you that this would either be a straight skirmish or a race game, and it's turning into that race game.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's less good.
Uh-huh.
That's less good.
It is.
All right, I'm going to move to there.
Diverting.
Yep. And then, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and search again.
So each of these cards also have a ability to upgrade them to a level 2 power. I hope we see that here.
2 wheels.
Because I've got some good stuff.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so now it is the monster turn.
Okay, Fury Fangs. Perform move to the player who received the most damage, then attack the target.
So the good news, the player who received the most damage, that's you, because you still have a damage. So he's going to go 1, 2, because he can actually move 2 spaces now.
How much damage is he doing?
Well, normally he would only do 2 points of damage, but because of this awesome card, he's going to do 3 points of damage.
1, 2, 3. Luckily, I actually have 4, and I'm level 2 now with my Midas, the Golden Throne.
Midas, yeah.
Which means, I'll say it however I want.
I mean,
my Blaster and my Explorer are now more powerful actions, which
super powerful.
is good.
Yeah, super powerful.
All right.
All right, and now it's going to be minion turn. Unfortunately,
are
2
they
minions
moving yet?
They're not moving yet. 2 are going to hit me though, so I'm going to take 2 points of damage.
Next round they start moving, right?
Next round, yeah. And yeah, because now they have a movement option, and we didn't kill any minions, so no new minions are spawning on the board.
Yeah,
which is great. And I did both of those, so yeah. All right, ready for the next round?
Yeah, top of the round, me or you?
That is me.
Okay.
Heavy Fog. We have decreased skill cast range by 1. So your skill cast range goes by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't,
well,
do you, that hurts me more.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
You're running for the edge.
I'm going to move. Yep, I'm moving.
I don't have anything to follow you.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and move again. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and search in this lovely location and hope upon hope that I get not an oil can. That is no good. It's no good. It's no good. I don't have any oil cans. You could move if you wanted to.
Knock you out.
But you don't have any oil cans.
Gotta knock you out.
Mama said knock you out.
Oh, man.
All right, and I am refreshing.
Don't have the move that I need. I will go ahead and play down a card for a gear. And the range is decreased by 1.
Sure is.
That means that my skill card here...
that its damage is increased by 1, isn't that what it says?
This increases my range and my damage by 1. So I actually only have a range of 2, not 3, correct?
That's correct. That is correct.
I would be able to smoke you.
Next round, yeah.
You're gonna leave.
Yeah, but you start the next round.
You're gonna leave.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really hard to do.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2,
all right,
3 points of damage.
Are you following by putting down a card?
Oh, are you putting down a card?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, I will put down a card. I'm gonna put down Hellbreath, just in case you try to do something funny.
All right, I'm gonna take a move action.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna scoot over this way.
Okay.
I'm going to take a... so damaged. So damaged.
Yeah, and you're about to get whacked again if you're not careful.
gonna take a first aid action.
Okay.
I hate doing it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take a throw Kuni action.
Okay.
I'm going to hit the big guy, and I'm going to hit the little one. The little one comes off.
Okay. And that pumps his up here, but you hit him beforehand.
Yep.
So that takes this off.
Okay.
And you get to roll his dice, and we'll see what happens.
3.
That is a Restless Tail.
A Ruthless
Perform
Tail.
a move action and attack all
so
targets around.
He's going to move 1, 2,
Fair.
and you're around him.
Yep.
That's why you might want to punch the big guy.
That is less fortunate for me. Because that does 2 points of damage to me, and that knocks me out.
Yes!
That is so unfortunate.
I needed that.
That's very unfortunate.
Okay. Now, though, it's dangerous for me to go pick that up.
It's very dangerous for you to pick that up, yes.
Because I don't have much health either.
Yep.
This does puncture by 1, which is going to raise my health limit to 3. That was clutch.
That was very clutch. Are you done with your turn?
That's my turn.
All
I'm
right.
going to refresh
Recouping?
both of these. Yep.
Okay, so my entire turn is just waking back up again and going, wow, man, do I go here? Or do I stay away from him because he can just punch me in the face again?
I mean,
But that
you
thing is
almost
right
have to
there.
go there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And I'm not the most damaged anymore.
The funny thing is he might just go stand on top of it again.
He might. It's highly possible. All right, so that was my turn.
Okay.
Fabulous. And now we're going to do an evening event. So, Clearing Sky. All players draw an extra card.
Love drawing extra cards.
Drawing cards is very clutch.
Ooh.
Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't have an oil can.
I like that extra.
That's very unfortunate. And all the cards that I would want to play are
You're not gonna do it. I mean, I would.
cans.
Wow, I would love if you would just do something. That'd be great.
Yeah, I can't. That's so unfortunate. Here is the less good news because I can't shoot you with the thing that I want to shoot you with where you are right now. So I have to move.
You can't do it with your shark, right?
Yeah, because he's
Your shark would
closer.
hit him.
Yeah, he's
You could
closer.
then have him hit me.
I could.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Ooh, that's actually a really great idea. Let's do that. I like that plan. So I'm going to shoot my shark at him. And that is going to deal 1 damage. So this goes down there, but it doesn't actually hit him because it just hits the shield. So it doesn't actually do any damage to him. But he is still attacked. So he would still get to roll his dice.
Okay.
And he's going to
same
Ruthless
thing.
Tail again. So he's going to go over to you. He's actually going to go here
Okay.
and attack you from
You're
here
gonna sweep at me from there.
for 3 points of damage. And does that knock you out?
Yeah, it's enough.
Nice. Okay, so each of us have died once, so the next one of us that dies at the hands of either the controlled monster or each other.
I hate this though because
But yeah,
you're right there.
I am right there.
You're right there. You're in the spot.
I'm 100% in the right spot, yeah. I still have my next action, so I'm going to go ahead and search from this location, and that gets me an oil can. It's beautiful. All right, and that was your turn. Now it's the monster's turn. Go ahead and pull us a beautiful old monster card. When you're much closer to the monster than I am. It's so pretty. It's good. It's a good day. It's a very good day.
Claw Slash. Performs move to the nearest player, then attack the target.
Whew. That is going to be 3 points, sir.
He's on me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Now all the minions are going to move.
They have a movement of.
They have a movement of 1.
Bottom, bottom, bottom.
And then we would spawn new minions, so you can put that minion wherever you'd like. I figured that was where he was going. All right, and now we take
my
one
round,
more
right?
off here. It
Okay.
is now your round, sir.
All right, I'm going to show the audience how this works. I spend a gear and a wild resource to go ahead and attach a level 2 here
Nice.
to my energy blast, which is going to make it have even more damage.
That's awesome.
And then I can't hit you though.
No.
Can't hit you. I am going to...
You have to kill me right now. Because I'm about to win.
Are you?
Yep.
Man. What's his move right now?
His move is currently 3.
I could stop you. Let's do this. I'm using this token here to tag on to Energy Blast. Energy Blast is going to deal 2 damage. I'm going to discard this. What's his shield right now? What's his defense?
It's at 0.
Oh, I'm sprinting it through him.
Okay.
Let's roll his dice.
Come on, leap. That is a 5, so that's the Queen's Roar. Command all minions on the map to perform an attack.
All minions move 1.
All minions move 1.
You will take a point of damage. You will take a point of damage, and I've got them standing on it. Can you take them out first?
I cannot take them out. Well, yeah, I can take them out, but I can't
do both.
I can't do both.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I wanted him to move so bad, though.
Yeah.
Him on top of that would have been so much better.
It would have been better, I agree.
I'm in this, though. I'm just standing next to the big guy. It's not great. It's not great. Oh, and this here, technically I should still use this. That's not even my final action.
Oh, we also didn't draw an event card. I failed at that.
You failed at that.
Which was all players take 1 damage or discard 1 card.
Discard the card.
Damage.
So I have to use this still.
I'll discard the card.
And if I use this, interesting.
Ooh. Instead of taking that point of damage that I just took, I'm going to ambush the attacking thing. And when I'm being attacked, I reduce the damage received by 1.
And you punch him
back.
back.
And then I punch him back for 3.
Well, watch this. I'm going to use a throw kunai.
Okay.
Oh, he's got defense. Are we in the night phase right now?
We are in the day phase.
When I use this, it ticks up. I'm not at the star. I haven't unlocked abilities. I can't actually do damage to him with that. Oh! Throw my dagger at him. Hits his shield.
That's okay. It still hits him.
A 4.
So it's nuclear beam. So perform a move and then attack and increase the damage by 1.
Can I get him there?
You can... Yeah, you can reach me. That's 3. That is less
1,
good.
2, 3. I am holding on.
Alright, I'm going to reduce the damage by 1.
Okay.
So I'm only taking 3.
1, 2.
And so I'm taking 3 points of damage because it technically...
3 instead of 4.
Instead of... Should be... Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So... 1... 2... And then 3. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Because that was quite a lot you did at this turn.
That's it. I activated him twice by punching him twice.
Yeah, that was less good for me. And he's now extremely strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, I really wanted to move this extra time. Shouldn't have said anything, because you wouldn't even noticed. Dang it.
It is hard to win this game by getting the piece off the board.
Yeah.
It looks like you could just run it, everyone guns for you immediately.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of a piece of steel so that I can draw 2 cards. You going to follow?
I don't have it.
Excellent. I'm glad you can't follow. Okay. Now, I am going to go ahead and... I have to maintain my gear to recover. So I'm going to go ahead and discard 3 so that I can...
Back up to full health?
Go back up to full health.
Shields are at maximum, Captain.
And then
I'm
been
watching your token values too, because I've hit 2 of them personally.
Yeah, I haven't been using many of my things because
it's going to be important for my next round
running
because I need to draw backup cards.
That's fair. I'm going to use Hellbreath to hit the boss.
Okay.
And that gives me some heat, which is what I really desperately need. And it does a straight line of damage, but it only goes up to 2. So I hit the boss, which means we're going to do something fun. And that is 3.
Claw slash.
Yep, so he's going to move again. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to smack you for 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
Is that you dead? That's you dead! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win this game. You just pretend like you're gonna steal something, and then you let somebody just get knocked out after they hit you twice with a monster. That's how you win.
So, in a 2-player game, it's this head-to-head.
It is very head-to-head.
When you get up to higher player counts, you get this crazy skirmish happening on the board, where
There's
some people
so
are
much.
focused on stealing the resource and running off. But the moment that happens, it's a one versus everyone.
Absolutely, because that person's not getting off the board, I'll tell you that much.
No, and if they do, they really...
They earned it.
Because you saw, even by myself, I was able to stop you
Way too much.
times.
Yes, way too much.
That being said, if that resource has not been taken, it is a skirmish game where not only are you all fighting each other, but also manipulating the giant creature in the center to fight each other as well, which is one of the fun things. Like, I get to take a moment, a moment's opportunity to rage him in your direction.
Absolutely. And it worked. I mean, it stopped me from winning there for a while.
And then as it, like, the thing that I think is super neat about this, and what I said in the preview video, the thing that I was talking about there, is the modular board system, along with how rapidly and differently you can actually upgrade your cards to pair together. So Kira here is largely an assassin, which you didn't get to see a lot of here, but if I had been able to use my abilities better, I could have went to the center of this location here and wiped out everyone around me. Like just cleaned house of the minions really easily. Along with that, I'm able to actually use a resource that triggers in the night phase. It's called the Shadow resource, and that gives me better and stronger attacks during the evening itself, because I'm hiding the shadows.
Right.
And then Meet Us here is kind of like a giant laser beam. I'm able to do a sonar that gives me more resources. I have a little bit of things that allow me to actually move and heal. And then I just upgraded here at the end. My Energy Blast, if I have a straight line of characters, I can just rip through them all, which is awesome.
It is very cool.
And I have a lot of opportunity to just up the damage on that wherever and whenever I need to. Your characters, what's going on with your pairing?
So my Megalodon gear actually has a lot of really unique things. It has a dive action where that will go ahead and allow me to move in addition to repairing my shield. So it's a really cool thing.
Good at running off the board.
It is very good at running off the board. Also, my awesome Shark Rocket that has an unlimited range, but it hits the nearest target.
That was cool. So
it's really unique when someone like Kira goes across and clears out all the minions. I can shoot someone from all the way across the board, which is a very handy thing.
Yeah.
I also have an ambush tactic where I'm able to, if someone tries to attack me, I can do 3 points of damage back to them, which is pretty scary. With Teko, my monkey, he deals with fire, so I kind of like the dichotomy of being fire and water. So he does all these fire-breathing things, and he has a spinning staff where he takes damage away from things that are happening to you. He's also got a really cool mechanic where when you try to heal yourself, he also will do an extra search ability as well, so you can search and heal yourself at the same time, which is a pretty fantastic mechanic.
Yeah, it's a neat game. Hopefully this gameplay is giving you a better sense as to whether or not you want to go ahead and kind of put your money behind it. Yeah. I don't think it's right for everyone. No. I think it requires a group that likes this kind of skirmish and modular system. I think it highly benefits groups that are going to be getting it to the table and playing with different combinations, because there's a lot of neat things happening with how you can actually pair characters together. And just playing this set of characters a few times, I've went with different strategies, the different times I've played, because the cards that came into my hand or the way that I could upgrade them.
Yep.
And then on top of that, it's pricey, but they've got a lot of extras.
There's a lot with it.
And all of those extra bits and extra pieces and upgraded elements of the game just enhance that modularity. So, if that's something you enjoy, this is giving you deluxeified to the nth degree. However, I also understand people that are looking at it and they're like, you know, hey, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But it's because of the miniatures, because of the modularity, because of the system that they're going for, because of how high they're trying to produce this, it might be outside of some people's price range.
Yeah, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I think it's got a lot of really unique skills and abilities. Building out your actual hand is very fun and very unique.
Yeah.
Takes some of the best things about Scythe, I think, and then does a little.
You described it as like a skirmish scythe.
Yeah, it really.
And
is.
I can see some elements of that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
I mean, I love Scythe. It's one of my favorite games, and I think this takes some of the unique parts of Scythe and makes it very interesting as well.
Yeah.
It does a lot of really cool stuff with it.
Interesting. Either way, I would encourage you to swing over to the Kickstarter page there and
definitely check it out.
a look at what they've unlocked since the first time we showed off this game. With that being said, whatever the case,
whatever you do,
remember to do the important thing, get out and play some games.
Because we told you to.
Oh.
And we have to.
Because we told you to.
Yeah, we told you, you've got to play games. That's what we're here for, is the game of plays.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care.